It's been like 2.5 years, but Paper Mario Sticker Star is finally here, and I can guarantee that a lot of my time in the near future will be dedicated to that alone, as well as some of you people, I'd imagine. And I figure now that we have another game in this awesome series, let's celebrate it. While Sticker Star alters things up quite a bit, one of the coolest things of the other 3 games were the wide variety of different chapters, and most of them were awesome. I say most because, well, the person who decided that running in place for what feels like forever was a good idea needs to be taken out back and dealt with, Don Pianta style. Including the prologues, the 3 games hold 26 chapters, so it just seems perfect to make a top 10 list of my favorites. So without further ado, let's get this started. You know what's awesome? The empty void that is space. At number 10 is Chapter 7 of ttyd, Mario Shoots the Moon. Traversing the moon is just awesome no matter how you spin it, and you can't get to the moon before you encounter a village of Russian bombs. I don't quite know why, but I find that to be amazing. But obviously most of this chapter is spent exploring the Exynos fortress on the freaking moon. I just find it really cool that A, you take it to the man in their own yard, and B, you finally get to fully explore that place you keep seeing Peach in between chapters. And the music is pretty awesome too, so that helps. Oh, and you gain access to the moon shooting cannon by doing this. I love it! You know what else is awesome? Freaking Yoshi's Island is one of the greatest games ever made. So now we have Chapter 5 of the original Paper Mario, Hot Hot Times on Lava Lava Island, a chapter based around Yoshi's Island. I really don't need to say anymore, but I will anyway. There's a village filled with Yoshis, which, just between you and me, Yoshis are like the most adorable damn thing ever conceived. You save a handful of baby Yoshis, which are even more adorable, and I didn't even think that was possible. Oh, and you get to explore the insides of a volcano too, no big deal, it's pretty cool. Except not, because it's inside a volcano, so it can't be cool. You get it? It's a pun. And also, call me crazy, but that's not a raven. I've seen a few ravens in my time, and last time I checked, a black blob with sponge feet do not classify as a raven, but you know what, it's been a while since I actually saw one in person, so who knows. What do you get when you mix the late Macho Man Randy Savage and Tweety Bird? You get Rock Hawk, of course! Yeah. Now try getting that one out of your head. Now on the list is Chapter 3 of ttyd, of Glitz and Glory. Now despite the horrifying image I just put into your head, Rock Hawk is pretty badass, and the entire chapter is Mario- sorry. The Great Gonzalez partaking in a tournament in this very shady company to get the championship belt and solve the weird mysteries that surround the place. And going through the tournament is actually a ton of fun, unlike another chapter in Super that tried doing the same exact thing. Man, that chapter sucked. Oh, and you get to watch the birth of an awesome looking baby Yoshi. It's just a bias I have, if a baby Yoshi is in it, I am guaranteed to love it. Ooh, yeah! I, for one, totally side with the pirates when it comes to Pirates vs. Ninjas. That's just how I feel. There's just something about exploring the waters with your ship crew in search of treasure that just sounds infinitely awesome. And that's exactly what you do in Chapter 5 of ttyd, The Key to Pirates. You're part of a pirate crew tasked with exploring a pirate lair on Keelhaul Key. Things don't go well, of course, and if not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. I just love exploring the hidden cavern searching for the Crystal Star, and definitely the star of the chapter has to be Admiral Bobbery. He is the coolest partner in the game, and I will be damned if the story about his wife isn't pretty emotional. All the pieces add up to be a pretty awesome chapter, and psst, just between you and me, I don't really think that guy has 4 eyes. It's just a hunch. Finally, there's some love for Super on this list. Next I have Chapter 3, The Bitlands, and man, where to start? The art style for this chapter is just fantastic, and it's just a ton of fun exploring the pixelated plains, underground, and giant tree, but really, let's not kid ourselves. Clearly, one of the best things ever is Fort Francis. The main bad guy, Francis, is like one of the best characters in the entire series, and his fortress is filled with robotic cat maids, and since Francis himself is such a nerd, his boss fight is preceded by a freaking dating simulator with Peach. I just can't even. That exists in a Mario game. And before you even get to that, you need to answer a few hard-hitting true-false questions like, my first love was an anime character, and I love going on message boards and complaining about games I've never played. It's like Nintendo saw the future of gamers on the internet back in 2007. Oh... Now this next chapter is one I pretty much love just from an aesthetic standpoint alone. Next on the list is Chapter 7 of the original, A Starry Spirit on Ice, where you explore icy mountains and caverns. I don't know why, but I always just loved snowy areas in games because I freaking love snow, so I just have an immediate joy going through Shiver Mountain here. It also helps that the music while you do so is awesome. Shiver Palace is an awesome mirror-based dungeon where puzzles are literally split right down the middle. There's a hilarious faux murder mystery in Shiver City beforehand where you're the one accused, and the boss, Crystal King, is the coolest in the game. You get it? I said coolest! It's a oh, I already did that not funny joke. And also, penguins are like one of my favorite animals ever. That's definitely another reason. The age-old question of where Mario characters go when they lose lives or game over was finally answered in Super. Next on the list is Chapter 7, The Underwear. I can just imagine the looks on the creators' faces when they thought that chapter's name was the greatest thing ever made. This chapter is split right in half between the darker and spookier Underwear, aptly given the nickname Minus World, and the cloudy and heavenly Over There. Underwear has an awesome boss fight that's a parody of like old Dragon Warrior, and Over There has hilarious cutscenes where you give Peach colored apples and all hell breaks loose. As if you needed anything else in your life besides seeing Peach with a mustache. The only thing that sucks though is that this boss is awful. It just shows up out of nowhere and it's not even a challenge. Easily like the worst boss in the entire series. Although the ending bit with Love Beat is actually pretty depressing surprisingly. It gets me every time, man. Right in the feels. Now, stereotypes for an adult male such as myself kind of prohibit me from loving this, but I don't care, I do anyway. Number 3 on this list is Chapter 6 of 64, Dark Days on Flower Fields, where we explore a huge field of flowers and help out personified flowers. I'm no real flower lover, but that's awesome! People will know that I love when games do unique things, and I definitely can't recall doing anything like that in anything else. You help out Petunia with a pesky Monty Mole problem, give Rosie a ring pop, and help Lily get water back in her pond. It's all just incredibly charming. And this chapter also introduces us to Lackluster, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, and just look at this guy. It's like the Fonzie if he were a Lakitu. Sure. This is just another bright and colorful chapter where its awesomeness comes from being bright and colorful, and that's alright by me. It's time for the top 2, and they're both from Thousand Year Door, so you probably already know what these are going to be. Let's cut the talk and get to number 2, which is... Chapter 6, 3 Days of Excess. Again, I love when games do something different, and what could possibly be more different than taking place on a regular old train and hanging out with different passengers? The antics that ensue from this are just hilarious. There's thievery, threatening messages, ghosts, and the dangerous nitro honey syrup, ooh. And we solve all this with Pengington, a penguin detective. That right there? The best. Quite literally, the best. And the boss is pretty cool too, but I mainly love being treated with Poshley Stadium at the end. Am I the only one who thinks this place was just beautiful? It's just awesome stuff all around. But there's one above it. So without further ado... Easily my favorite chapter and the biggest standout of all 26 is... Chapter 4, For Pigs, the Bell Toll. Oh man, where to begin with this? The setting of Twilight Town is just amazing and eerie with the plague of a bell toll that transforms random townspeople into pigs, which includes the mayor. Oh, what a cruel and unusual fate that is. So on your quest to fix everything, you meet the best boss in the entire series, Dupless. You all know why this guy is amazing. I will not waste my time. You have the cool fake boss fight with him really early on, but you and him switch places during it, so you spend the rest of the chapter as a lone shadow while Dupless hangs out with your party. So you need to right the wrong with Vivian, someone else is being constantly wronged. It's just, it's just so good, you guys. Honestly, it's thanks to this chapter, along with 3 Days of Excess, that why Thousand Year Door is one of my favorite games of all time. And it's thanks to the other chapters in this list that make the Paper Mario series as awesome as it is. And that's it for the list, and thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I've had this video planned for months, and I finally just got around to it, and it was the perfect time to do so. But of course, those weren't the only good chapters in the series, so if you have any other favorites, tell me why in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, click the links here to see my older stuff, and stay tuned for more. I'm playing through Sticker Star right now, actually, and I definitely plan on doing a video on that, so there is something to look forward to. And with all that said, I will catch y'all next time, and have fun collecting a sweet bunch of stickers.